I get so giddy with excitement waiting for this one week in June every year when my favorite medicinal tree blooms. Its flowers release a fragrance that seems like something the fairies would use to lure you into their realm, or perhaps what the land of milk and honey would actually smell like. Today, I'm harvesting linden flowers from the tree in my yard so I can make myself a pot of my favorite herbal tea in the entire world. Linden has several other common names like lime tree, basswood, and a really old name, teal. The Latin genus name is Tilia, and there are many species. Tilia cordata and Tilia platyphyllos are the two main ones you'll see in cities. The trees can get enormous and grow to be very old. I've seen some in Portland with trunks 3 feet in diameter. If you live in a temperate city in North America or Europe, chances are that linden trees are in most of your parks or probably lining streets. That's a really common place to plant them. The flower clusters have this papery bract at the base, which makes identifying them in flower very easy. I harvest the whole bract when at least half of the flowers are open. It's best to harvest in the early morning or at dusk when the aromatics are the highest. The middle of the day is really the worst time, like when it's really hot. When it's linden season, I typically go out every morning as soon as I wake up around 6:30 and harvest until my arms hurt, basically, and then go out the next morning. Sometimes I harvest in the evening as well. The flowers open in waves, so you can be really harvesting all week as more and more open. Identifying the trees when they are not in bloom is a little bit tougher, but the leaves are heart-shaped and asymmetrical with little tufts of fuzz in certain veined areas. The trees often have seed pods that remain from the previous season as well, which can really help. When I see them on a walk or drive, like if I see one that's really good for harvesting where it has low branches, I drop a pin on Google Maps and label it so I can find it later. The trick with linden is catching that precious 1 week flowering window. Linden typically blooms sometime in June, depending on your elevation and latitude. In my area in the mountains, it's usually in late June. Down in the lowlands, it's usually more like early June. You can let us know in the comments when it blooms in your area and where you live, so maybe folks can compare notes. Linden trees can get quite tall. The one in my yard is still pretty young, which is great for harvesting because you can reach a lot of the branches. You can really only get the bracts that you can reach, so look for trees with low-hanging branches when you're looking for larger trees in cities. I grab the papery structure of the bract and tug, and it comes right off. Some folks like to use scissors. That just takes more time, I think. When you just harvest what you can reach from the ground, it also naturally leaves lots of flowers for pollinators up in the tree. And pollinators go totally crazy for this. When you are harvesting, you can actually hear the buzz in the tree. And the bigger the tree, the bigger the buzz. Keep in mind that linden trees are often planted on busy main roads, so I would just avoid, for like really busy roads, I would avoid those ones in particular because they might have car exhaust on them and in the tree and stuff. I'm harvesting these flowers to dry for tea, but you can certainly use them to make syrups, wines, and cordials fresh without drying them, or you can dry them and do the same thing. So after about 1 week, my linden bracts are done drying. I test them by crunching one in my finger, and it should easily crumble and definitely make a really satisfying kind of crispy crunch sound. I'm really not scientific on how much plant material I use when I make tea. For linden, it's probably about a tablespoon per cup. This year, I decided to cut it up really nicely to make blending teas with it easier. I just use scissors. I use regular boiling water from my kettle. I let it sit for 10 minutes and I always cover it. And covering it is actually really important because anything that's aromatic, especially with delicate floral compounds, can easily volatilize in heat. So you want to cover it with a teapot cover or a plate or whatever you have. You can certainly let it sit for longer than 10 minutes and it will extract more mucilage and get more viscous. And mucilages are what is good for gut healing. So if that's your goal, then maybe that's a good thing. And let's actually get into the medicinal uses. Linden has been used medicinally for many, many generations. It grows in both North America and Europe, so there's two different traditions. It generally has like a couple of main uses. It soothes inflamed GI tracts. So if you have food allergies or reflux or something like that that involves inflammation in the gut, it can help with that. It gently calms the nervous system as well. It won't necessarily knock you out like something like valerian might, but it's very gentle, like good for anxiety kind of thing. It also opens the pores and allows you to sweat. That's called diaphoretic when you have like a fever. and it also can soothe a sore throat. I use it mainly for the GI effects, but I also just love the flavor. I sometimes combine it with other GI herbs like chamomile or licorice in tea blends. And if you're looking for the calming effects, you can also combine it with other calming herbs like lemon balm or tulsi for kind of like a nighttime tea or just a relaxation tea. All of those herbs are really, really delicious. This is definitely an apothecary staple for me. I feel really lucky to have a tree right in my yard at the rental house we live at. I am nurturing several baby linden trees that have germinated underneath our tree and that I dug up. And they're about a foot tall now. I like to daydream about planting them at our forever home someday, which I've been dreaming about a lot. And I hope maybe in like 10 years I could harvest flowers. That would be really cool. I have heard that you can toast the seeds and grind them into a chocolate substitute. So I'm looking forward to trying that later this year since I can't eat chocolate. It's a migraine trigger for me. I post a lot of these kind of side quest type things over on Patreon if you want to follow along and learn about making chocolate with Linden and dyeing with indigo and stuff like that. That's all I have for you today, folks. If you have ever harvested linden flowers, I want to know. What do you use them for? Do you like the taste? How do you feel when you drink the tea? Feel free to share anything and everything with us in the comment section. It's always fun to hear about everyone's different experiences with the same plant.